Jet, galing. I'm speechless.
Ganda.
So 1998 ka mo, 'di ba?
Yes.
Nagluha ng dugo si Mama Mary sa.
Yes.
And then through the years, dagdag lang sila ng dagdag.
Actually, nung una, itong lugar na to parang affected sa dengue. Parang lahat ng tao ganun. And 1998, nagluha ng dugo si Mama Mary, tapos parang nag-heal po sila lahat, ganun.
Yung mga natamaan ng dengue.
Yes. So, ayun, nagkahimala.
Pero grabe, this is, wow. Lupit. These are things na...
Dinadayo talaga siya sa mga tao, lalong na sa mga gusto mag-pray or may hingi na ano, ganon.
So, this is Simala.
Simala.
Simala. Wow. If you guys are in Southern Cebu, at kung may oras si Jet, hanapin nyo siya.
Tour guide.
Dali kayo dito. Lupit. This is really, really nice. Let's walk some more.
Sige.
One of the most familiar motorcycle brands that have cut through time and has passed the lips of motorcycle lovers through generations is Harley-Davidson. I can't imagine a motorcycle brand with more history, lineage, and heritage. Harley-Davidson has laced the motorcycle industry with style and influenced generations in how to live their lives with two wheels. We've been all over riding Harley-Davidson from, of course, Manila, the United States, Italy, and other parts of Asia. This time, we ride their latest closer to home. We go to the Queen City of the South. We ride in Cebu.
Airport of Cebu. Ang ganda. So we're here and we're gonna ride the new Harley-Davidson Sportster S.
Welcome to Cebu, sir.
Oh, hi, hello. Oh my goodness. Lami magmotor. Lami.
1957. Burger King introduced the Whopper. Bubble wrap was accidentally invented. Velcro got its patent, and Harley-Davidson came up with the now iconic Sportster. They made this available in 4 gears up until 1990. 91 onwards, it's been with 5 gears. The Sportster also became a go-to base bike for customization. Thousands upon thousands have been transformed to bobbers and choppers. There is just so much history with just this particular model, and this video can't possibly cover it. So I'll leave you with your alone time to immerse yourself with their story online. Just Google history of the Harley-Davidson Sportster and enjoy the rest of the week.
Laki! Wow! Harley-Davidson Cebu, man. They're solid lugar nila.
Hey, nice tattoo. What does that mean?
It's a Veg Bashir. It's a runic compass. It's related to astrology.
Okay, nice. Where are you from originally?
I'm from India.
Which part?
Calcutta? Kolkata?
Oh, okay, nice. I've been to India like 5 times already.
Oh!
Yeah,
That's
beautiful
really nice.
place. I love your food,
Yeah,
but your
yeah.
dessert, it's too sweet.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Ganda.
I had it painted na parang silhouette. So it's black, but if mailawan, the dragon goes out.
Oh, who did the paint job?
Kami lang.
Wow. All right, so this is it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Of course, you can see it's already in the neutral position.
Okay.
Then this is the engine start.
Okay. To the right, bam.
Yes,
And
then
then your modes here.
Ride mode is this one.
Okay, ride modes. So sport na tayo agad. Oh, di ba? Sport na agad, man. And I don't need to put this on the side, right?
Yes.
Keyless na siya. Okay, Cebu, let's ride.
Full tank ka na.
Okay. So let's start it up. Sportster S. So I'm genuinely pleased with what they did right now. You got some Pan Am tech here. Of course, the whole overall old school heritage rich Harley-Davidson Sportster, but with modern amenities. Starts like a charm. Let's go. So of course, right off the bat, you got this Harley seating position, forward controls, very comfortable, and like less than 1 minute into the ride, I feel
Very, very cool.
The new Sportster S is actually quite special in the sense that the Sportster line always had incremental changes through the years. Whereas some brands would change every 3 to 5 years, you were looking at updates for the Sportster in every 10. That's just the way it is with Harley-Davidson. The Sportster S has been rebuilt to surpass norms and standards associated with its category, and I think it achieved that.
Alam natin yung Sportster from 1957. If you know the Jack Pine endurance run, yun madugong competition yun. So Sportster, yes. So we are targeting really the rider eager for looking for a sport performance bike.
Kumbaga beneath up palalo ng current Sportster.
Yes, actually we call that evolution to revolution. So from evolution engine to a revolution engine.
The latest Sportster S has the all-new Revolution Max 1250T engine. It's a V-twin, it's liquid-cooled, it's got double overhead camshafts and variable valve timing. The behavior of this new engine is geared towards giving the rider real-world usable torque and access to the power band, something previous Sportster engines can't boast of. The rider has more control this time. Power is 121 horses with 94 feet-pounds of torque.
Please, Mother Mercy, won't you take me from this place? And long-winded curses I keep hearing in my head, and words never listen. And teachers, oh, they never learn.
Another highlight of the new Sportster S is the high mount exhaust, inspired by the flat track days of Harley-Davidson, made from 304 stainless steel. That thing's just never gonna rust. As I try to absorb and digest this new bike from Harley-Davidson, I found a part of me that would have preferred an analog display. I'm just not used to seeing a digital panel on a Sportster. But I do get the idea that Harley-Davidson has its eyes on the future. This panel is Bluetooth equipped, has turn-by-turn navigation, access to ride modes, and can be controlled via the buttons on either side of the handlebar. A younger generation will appreciate the practicality behind all these, while the old school will resist, and some already in their graves must be turning. Now I'm kinda caught in between. I feel the Sportster must always have an analog classic gauge, so maybe a compromise between tradition and modern amenities can happen. Since this has an app, then we can keep the tradition and look of an analog panel, and still have your phone do all the Harley-Davidson app stuff, like the bike details and performance numbers, navigation, and all of that. It can still happen and be accessed through your gadget. Just mount your phone. Done. Problem solved. You'll keep the old school happy and the impatient serve me well right now generation busy with another app.
Okay, we are in Karkar, Cebu, getting out there. So the guys over HD, I don't know if you see them, they're just taking a quick break. This now gives me a chance to let you know more about the details of this bike. Okay, so Harley-Davidson Sportster, it's as Harley can get. I mean, look at it, right? Classic, sporty, Sportster lines, it's all there. And then when you go up here, boom! All of a sudden, you got some high-techery that is slapped on a Harley-Davidson. Now, of course, this is in the Pan Am. One of the first things I looked at when I first got on the bike, I go, hey, cool. The older Harleys don't have this. So all of this is telling me that Harley-Davidson is still keeping its lines, keeping its look, keeping the essence of Harley-Davidson, but at the same time, it's getting to be more practical, right? Starting it, it's a breeze, just one click, you don't have to press it long, boom, it's gonna start. Dude, kamukha mo si Ian Veneracion. Do you know that guy? Sorry, artista siya. Look for him, and when you see him, oh, that guy looks like me. Okay. He doesn't look bad, so don't worry about that.
So a lot of changes you can see on the Sportster. So we have got a new Revolution Max engine.
And this engine is unique to the Sportster S? They made it for the Sportster S?
Yes. The engines are similar also to the Pan America. You can see they have get rid of the rear twin shocks, and now it is equipped with a new mono shock.
Similar to the Pan Am?
Yeah, similar to the Pan America.
Okay, the old Sportsters didn't have those controls at the left hand, right?
Absolutely. This is a modern Sportster.
The new Sportster S has 3 riding modes: Sport, Road, and Rain. You can also create your own mode to dial in the intensity of your ABS, traction control, and power output. So there's a lot of flexibility here.
It's a complete package, and it's a lot of rider safety. You know, during rainy season, you can get more traction out of your motorcycle in the rain mode.
Actually, I felt that. I was doing sport, going up in a certain part of
Intercontinental Highway, there were wet spots. So you put it on rain, and I thank you for doing that because you can't lose your rear because it's a very torquey bike.
So you got the basics, your range before you need to gas up again. All the essentials are there, right? Time, if I press into, you can go into pages within pages within pages. I feel like in the future, I think this is gonna be smaller because that's how Harley-Davidson is. They're very minimalistic. I mean, look at this gauge. Small, simple, but so full of information. And it's out of the way, it's just right here. So with the Controls 2, I think this is gonna get smaller through time. Harley-Davidson is always going to circle around their roots. So I feel at this point, this may be a bit big. It's like, you know what I mean? But you know, it's a step towards practicality that I completely appreciate in a Harley-Davidson.
You got modes, you got ABS, traction control, TFT, and connectivity with the phone. Anything else in terms of specs you want to add?
This is a complete new chassis. Basically, there is no chassis. The chassis is entirely mounted into the engine.
The engine is part of the structural integrity of the chassis. We don't have a traditional frame here, and the end result is an overall lighter bike with better balance, handling, and overall bike rigidity. All of that is also known as a dual-purpose powertrain.
It's a complete new package for new generation riders, you know.
With the wheels, we have 17s at the front and 16s at the rear. Wheelbase is 59.8 inches. This tells us that this is more of a glider and enjoying the straights with more struggle in the twisties compared to a standard naked. It's simply a Sportster trait in that sense. Tires come in with Dunlops at a weight of close to 500 pounds, so it's not a light bike compared to similar powered bikes in this range. The tank can carry over 11 liters of fuel, so not bad with its consumption of 20 kpl. Just make sure you plan your trip well, with gas station options every 150 kilometers. We rode around Cebu's Intercontinental Highway. We did about 100 plus kilometers, give or take. Twisties were very nice, roads were wet sometimes, a bit rough here and there, but overall it was a pretty good experience. Now, I would have preferred and enjoyed the Sportster more on straights, but that's not to say that you cannot enjoy mountain routes. You definitely can, but if you're used to aggressive cornering with a sporty mindset, you will struggle with a Sportster. But if you're just chilling and not really chasing and just slicing through, you'll be fine. Suspension is still Sportster-esque, which means it's on the firmer side of things. You will find a lot of Harleys in developed countries where roads are great, and that complements the suspension, thus making one perceive it as more forgiving. But in our country, that's just not the case. So be aware of that.
Now, in terms of the whole chassis, as Sportsters go, it is stiff, it is tough. It's gonna be pretty hard on your ass. That's how Sportsters are. If you go through bumpy roads, expect your ass to get a bit of a beating. Layout of the engine, everything's cool, everything's fine. Pretty simple, pretty sleek. What else? What else can I say? I mean, it's a beautiful bike. All right, so we're gonna ride again. So as you guys can see, we're gassing up and it's very, very dirty. Naulanan kami. We went through a bit of rough. Medyo maputek, but otherwise it is fine. I'm gonna show you the lights. It's really nice and sleek. And that's your headlight action over there. And those are our brakes at the rear. LED as well. So I'll show you the signal lights. There's the signal lights. And how does this Harley sound horn-wise? So it's a low meep, 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 meep. It's not like a high meep, meep, meep. Meep, 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 meep. Okay, how does it sound like? So basically there's a switch right over here. Press it once. Am I in gear? I'm in gear. Start it up. And this is what it sounds like. Quality, fit and fish, pretty good for everything if you ask me. Nothing here looks cheap. Even this is very stylish. Look at how the mirror works. Nice, huh? So Irene, are we gonna go? Alright, let's go.
Yes, when you say Harley-Davidson, loud pipes do come in mind, always. However, because of emission standards, this will be quiet on idle. But at about 4,000 RPM, that's when the fun begins. That's when you're gonna feel the power. That's when you're gonna hear Harley-Davidson. Harley-Davidson is obviously here to stay. While closing your eyes and not minding badge names, yes, many bikes out there will outmaneuver, outbrake, and outperform the Sportster. However, when you open your eyes and look at that glorious Harley-Davidson badge and delve into its history, you will understand what it symbolizes. Then you will know why people will always buy into it. I must say, each Harley-Davidson ride and experience has been always special for me. I've ridden all around the world because of motorcycles, and with Harley-Davidson, the experience goes beyond the bike. It's the community, it's the riders, and yes, even the dealer. And where I got a taste of this Sportster clearly showed me that they have every right to carry the name. Harley-Davidson of Cebu. Well done. Daghang kaayong salamat sa maayong pag-atiman sa ako. Ug sa sunod nga pang-anha na kukuhon. Cheers. Oh, by the way, July 29, 30, and 31, we are all heading out to the SMX Convention Center in Pasay. 3 days, 4 halls, 1 motorcycle industry. Harley-Davidson is gonna be there. See you guys. This is Zach from Makina Moto Features. Ciao.
German girl.